And so Mark McAdam is back with us. Mark, wow, we saw Spain there looking very, very impressive indeed. It seems that they've flown under the radar a little bit, but after a performance like that against a pretty decent Croatia side, people will be standing out and taking notice of them now, won't they?
Yeah, although a side that's won the Euros 3 times, can they ever really stay under the radar?
Good point.
Looking to make it 4, of course. But yeah, another impressive performance. And I think the thing that caught most football fans by surprise was the difference in style that we've been so accustomed to seeing from Spain against Croatia. Not only do they keep a clean sheet and score 3 goals, but it wasn't the usual passing game that you've come to expect. And I'll just break that down into some numbers for you. They had 47% of the ball. Now, for the first time in 16 years, which is a game streak of 136 matches, they've had less possession than their opponents.
Wow.
The last time that happened was the final of Euro 2008. So, yeah, we see Spain. They have the ball. They want to play football. They're comfortable in possession. And sometimes their build-up play can be quite slow, quite lethargic, but quite purposeful. What we've seen in this game is a very different Spain, where they were more dynamic, more streetwise. They had the ability to get the ball forward, to work on transition, to be direct where necessary. So I think a lot of people, a lot of football fans were looking at that Spain performance thinking, actually, this is good because not only can they keep the ball, but they can be direct and they can use the width of the pitch. They can be a little bit more aggressive out wide and get the ball into the box. And they've got players that know where the back of the net is. So, yeah, I think that's really interesting to see what happened. Just to put that into perspective, in the World Cup in 2022, their opening game against Costa Rica, 926 passes, 77% of the ball. Against Croatia the other day, last night, 457. So less than half the amount of passes. But hey, they won 3-0.
Yeah, that's a scary proposition, though, if Spain are adding to their arsenal of tricks. My goodness me. We also had a little bit of Euros history yesterday, didn't we? We have to talk about this man. Just 16 years of age, Lamine Yamal. What a standout talent he is.
Yeah, the Barcelona teenager has been catching the attention of a lot of fans in La Liga this season for obvious reasons. But now he's the youngest ever player to play in a Euros final. 16 years old, 338 days. What were you doing when you were 16? Not playing in a Euros, I'm guessing.
Not representing my country and making my family proud. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And it's great to see as well. I think all football fans love seeing young players come through the system and make a name for themselves on the biggest stage. You've got an assist as well. So not only is he the youngest player in a Euros final, he's the youngest player to get an assist in a game as well. Who's backing against him, scoring at some stage for Spain during this tournament. I've got some interesting facts as well here, which you'll like these, Jess. Previous youngest player at the Euros was Poland's Kasper Kozłowski, 17 years old, 246 days. That was back in June 2021.
Ancient.
Yeah. He could go on to become the youngest ever scorer in the competition, as we've said. Wow. Quite remarkable. He was up against the 38-year-old Real Madrid superstar in the middle of the park, Luka Modric, who was 21 when Yamal was born. Modric had already made 14 appearerances for Croatia. And as the director said, it actually could have been his dad as well. You know, the age gap is quite significant.
You had to say it, didn't you?
Yes. He's the youngest player to play for Barcelona as well at 15 years old and 290 days. 37 La Liga appearances this season, 5 goals in the Spanish top flight. And at the age of 16 years old and 57 days, the youngest player to score for Spain as well. He'll be 17 on the 13th of July, which is, get this, a day before the final.
Ooh, wouldn't that be a nice
Could it be a 17th birthday to remember?
Oh, my goodness me. I think it will be. Anyway, Mark, brilliant stats from you.